Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into one of the most anticipated, most talked about financial events that hasn't even happened yet, the potential SpaceX IPO. I mean, just think about that for a second. An IPO from SpaceX would take that question from the realm of science fiction and turn it into a very real financial decision. You could actually own a piece of the mission to Mars. But okay, before we get into the money side of things, we really have to understand the hype. And to do that, you have to look at how SpaceX just completely rewrote the rulebook for space exploration. It all kicked off with a dream that, let's be honest, sounded pretty crazy at the time. Back in the early 2000s, space was a government game. But then came this tiny little startup, SpaceX, with this unbelievably audacious goal. And their track record since then, it's just staggering. I mean, they were on the brink of going bankrupt, but they just kept pulling off these impossible feats, one after another. They turned incredible engineering challenges into these moments that the entire world stopped to watch. So that brings us to the big question here. Why would a company that is so fiercely private, a company that thrives on taking these massive risks in secret, even think about going public? Well, the simple answer is money. A lot of money. I mean, galactic ambitions need an absolutely astronomical amount of cash. We're talking about building a self-sustaining city on another planet and wrapping the Earth in satellite internet. That's one of the biggest price tags in human history. And that right there is the core dilemma. On one side, staying private is what lets them move so fast and lets Musk keep total control. But on the other side, going public, that opens up a fire hose of capital, the kind you actually need to build a city on Mars. Of course, that comes with all the pressures and scrutiny of Wall Street. Now Musk has kind of hinted at a middle ground, a way to test the waters. The idea is to take their Starlink internet business, which is more of a conventional, profitable company, and spin that off to the public first. It's a pretty clever strategy to raise a ton of cash without exposing the core Mars mission to the public markets just yet. Okay, so this brings us to the real heart of the matter. It's this intense, incredible combination of hype, massive risk, and, well, the one-of-a-kind personality driving the whole thing. Even as a private company, SpaceX is already a giant. Its valuation has soared past $150 billion. That makes it one of the most valuable private companies on the entire planet, and it's fueled by a relentless launch pace and its fast-growing Starlink network. And just to put that number into perspective for you, that's more than double the valuation of a legacy aerospace titan like Boeing. It just goes to show you how much investors are betting on SpaceX's future, not just what it's doing right now. But, and this is a huge but, that massive valuation is built on some colossal risks. Space is just unforgiving. A single failure could absolutely crater investor confidence. Plus, a big chunk of their revenue still depends on government contracts, and those can shift with the political winds. And then, of course, there's the ultimate wildcard, Elon Musk. His vision is, without a doubt, the company's greatest asset. But his, let's call it unpredictable leadership style, is also a massive variable that public market investors would have to get comfortable with. So, what does this all boil down to for a potential investor? When you put it all on the scale, are you looking at the opportunity of a lifetime or something else? It really is the classic risk versus reward scenario, just, on a cosmic scale. You've got the potential for those historic Tesla-like returns on one side, but it's weighed against some extreme volatility and the very real fundamental dangers of space travel. So yeah, let's be clear. An investment in SpaceX would not be for the faint of heart. It's not for anyone looking to make a quick buck. This is a bet for the long-term believers, the people who are willing to weather some serious turbulence for a chance to be part of history. And that's really the multi-billion-dollar question, isn't it? It's the one that's going to captivate the entire world whenever that launch sequence finally begins. It leaves all of us wondering, is putting your portfolio on a rocket to Mars the ultimate bet on the future of humanity?